Hello, are you caring for somebody with dementia and you're not sure what chair will best suit their needs? You've come to the right place, because in this video we are going to talk about what to look for in specialist seating in order to maximise the person's well-being, quality of life and comfort. My name's Jude Brewer. I'm an occupational therapist with 20 years experience working in different clinical settings, including care homes with individuals with quite advanced dementia. So dementia is an umbrella term for a number of conditions which result in a reduction in cognitive function. Alzheimer's is one that is very well known, but there are many different forms of cognitive decline. And it doesn't just impact on memory, it also has an impact on mobility and on coordination. Someone with dementia might be spending long periods of time sitting, and they might not always recognise the need to move their body. They might not feel uncomfortable, or they might struggle to move themselves independently. So it's really important to choose a chair that will be able to move for the person. Remember to consult with your occupational therapist for a specialist assessment before choosing a chair, because everybody's needs are different and your individual needs will be very specific to you. So when you're looking at what seating to use for somebody with dementia, first of all, looking at pressure care needs, because the individual might be sitting for prolonged periods and might not recognise the need to move or might not be able to move independently. Pressure care is really key. So you might want to look at something more like a gel or an alternating air cushion that is going to be a higher spec for pressure relief. And it can be in the seat pad, but also in the backrest if required as well. The tilt in space function on the chair also helps to redistribute pressure, and that can be regularly used by the carers in order to do that throughout the day. And also the recline function, which for comfort is really good for the user, especially if they're sitting for a long time. The adjustments on a chair like the Lento Neuro are very helpful. So the adjustable arm widths and seat depth and seat height, as well as the removable foot support. A raked seat can reduce the risk of the person who's sitting in the chair from slipping and sliding forwards out of the chair. Incontinence might become an issue in the later stages of dementia, so looking at the material of the chair is important. I would suggest a wipeable antibacterial fabric.
Lateral supports can be useful in minimising the risk of the individual leaning to one side, which they might do due to fatigue or weakness, and they might not be aware of the changes in their posture, and they might not be able to correct them themselves.
Social interaction with cognitive decline is really critical, and having the opportunity to be able to access social environments is so important, especially if the individual has reduced mobility and isn't necessarily able to advocate for themselves to do that. So the Lento Neuro has the braked casters and the push handles, which makes it really easy to mobilise the chair around the environment and to access these different social environments. The Lento Neuro chair has been specifically designed for people with neurological conditions, so including dementia, and it was designed in collaboration with Vida Healthcare. It has a number of features that make it really, really comfortable for people with dementia. It has the cocooned backrest, which is really supportive. It's like sitting with a big hug. And it has the raked seat. So as I was saying before, it minimises the risk of the person sort of sliding forwards out of the chair. It has the channelled leg rest for comfort and maximum support. And it has the reclined backrest.
The removable foot block on the Lento Neuro chair has been designed for people with advanced dementia, particularly those experiencing high levels of involuntary movements or with complex postural needs.
The right chair will be adjustable so that it will meet both your current needs and your longer term needs. These will be very individual to you, so it's really important that you consult with your occupational therapist to make sure that you make the right decisions. Vivid Care offer free, no obligation seating assessments and can work with your occupational therapist to ensure that you have the best possible outcomes.